Brazil and Japan today. And after yesterday's horrendous performance, by South Africa, we gotta detox with some brilliant football for great match between Brazil and Japan. I'm looking at this game as a stress-free, relaxed game because yesterday was not stressful for me, but it was stressful for a lot of South African fans. But not for me because I called it, man. I told y'all, man, this team wasn't it, fam. This team wasn't it. 6 shots, 2 on target, no goals, 538 passes. But hey, man, it just felt like we were just passing to Ron Williams so that he can distribute for us like he's a freaking midfielder, man. Fuck's sakes. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here in the dunya, man. But right now we're gonna be watching some good football now. Hopefully. We just hope it's not a snooze fest. We know Brazil is not the same Jogo Bonito team that they are because they don't have the sauce. Let's look at the starting lineup quickly. Alisson in goals, Danilo. Damn, Danilo's still playing ball. Marquinhos, Gabriel is starting. Wow, after he's missed from the penalty spot. Hey, that's crazy. Santos and Casemiro and Lucas Paqueta and Bruno Ramirez. No Neymar today. But Cunha and Ryan and Vinicius Jr. starting, man. Rafinha's out of the tournament, unfortunately out for injury. But yeah, man. We'll have to see if Neymar comes on the pitch. They got Edison, they got Fabinho in the midfield. Fabinho didn't play any minutes today. Well, in the tournament, he hasn't played any minutes. But Endrick is also a key factor in the bench. Gabriel Martinelli, we're not even going to consider him a key factor in the bench, really, but some sort of hidden depth, if you would say. Igor Thiago. I've said what I said about Igor Thiago, man. This guy is on the bench for a reason because that first game he showed us his levels, and his levels is cheeks, like a good enough footballer playing for Brentford. Yes, that's his team. His team is Brentford. Let me just check for you people. Yeah, Brentford. But as for playing for Brazil, this man is very basic striker, man. He don't pass the eye test. You do not pass the eye test at all. It should be a very technical game, considering that Japan is a very technical team. Brazil are gonna out muscle them physically, and athletically speaking, Brazil are also very good. So they're gonna dominate the game in terms of physical aspect and the athleticism. Japan, make no mistake about, a very good team technically. So we shouldn't be underestimating Japan at all. But we'll have to see, man. It's gonna be an interesting game of football. I like watching these fixtures, these matchups. I wouldn't say it's a chess matchup, but it's a entertaining, highly entertaining matchup. Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, like and subscribe, chat. Like and subscribe. It's gonna be an interesting stuff, man. The Matheus Fernandes situation. Listen, Tottenham are not gonna get Matheus Fernandes. I believe that it's just noise because Tottenham are desperate. They need to gain some sort of uplift in the transfer market. That's why they're going for Tonali, Fernandes, They're going for everyone, basically. But we cannot ignore the fact that Tottenham almost got relegated last season, so they need to satisfy the fans and take away that fear of possible relegation. So what Tottenham is doing is what Tottenham should be doing. They need players, but are the players going to go to Tottenham knowing that there's no European football, possibly fighting for relegation again this coming season? I don't think so. I don't think any elite player wants to be going to Tottenham Hotspur. It's not the destination. It really is not the destination. 6 minutes in, 6 minutes left before kickoff. Some national anthems. This is Brazil. Can Brazil do it, man? Win their sixth championship? Can they do it? Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows if it's a possibility? We know that their football is a bit sloppy, man. That's what we know. That's one thing we know. What's one thing we know? There's no fluidity in the way they play football either. So they're just an athletic team, very physical team, but in terms of technical, they're not the same Brazil that we once knew. You know, the 06 Brazil, Jogo Bonito, even the 03 Brazil team, you know, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Robinho, Carlos, Adriano. Hey man, those names are not around anymore. Kaká, it's not the same, man. Neymar's the only one holding the torch of the Jogo Bonito, the lost ancestry of football. Streets won't forget, man. Yeah, man, the Brazil fans, man, they're passionate. They are passionate. Carlo, man, let's see if he can do it. Carlo Ancelotti, man, sets the team up very good. You know, very basic football. The press is very basic. 1v1, one man press. All of his attackers and his attacking attack and coaching is one of, you know, athletic wingers and a false nine striker. And they got that false nine striker in my boy Matis Cunha, who's had a sensational tournament, by the way. Matis Cunha had a sensational, brilliant tournament this tournament. Put some respect on my striker's name. You know, some Chelsea strikers got left home. You know, Chelsea strikers got left home whilst United strikers peak. We're here for it. We are here for it. So, you best believe, people, this is going to be a showdown. Let's see if Vinny can carry this team, man. Let's see what he can do in the big stage. It should be an easy win for Brazil. Not gonna lie. I'm expecting a Neymar penalty winning goal. If that's the script, if the script will allow it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, the Japanese, man, they got the Blackanese fella in the goals, the goalkeeper for Japan. He's a very good goalkeeper. Um, Suzuki. Yeah, that's his last name. So let's see how he performs in a very big knockout stage game against Brazil. The Favela Boys. Brazil. Let's go. Then Tokyo Mandem. Simi. Yeah, I was right about Bafana Bafana, man. I was always right. always gonna be right, man. Them PSL FC, man, them you can't rely on them, fam. Mentality ain't there. Big homies. I gotta be sipping on the water. My mouth be dry because I be talking, I be spitting for y'all. It's entertainment. We kill for entertainment. Ads on Bayoko Saka, man. Saka's trash, blood. This man's caught a big injury and he's never been the same since. And he's not a winger, he's a wing back. The way he plays is a wing back position. You know what I'm saying? Saka's stats, you should read Saka's stats from this quote unquote title winning season, whatever the case is. Them goddamn cheaters FC, corner FC, winning the league, scrapping it out. Saka didn't provide and didn't, put anything to the team winning. Not at all, bro. If you go check the stats, man was horrible the whole of last season. But hey, you won the league. Won the league. Yeah, man. Brazil and Japan, they go way back, man. Some would say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was established by Japanese and Brazilian families, and they made babies, which are the Maichitas, the Mandems, who's half Brazilian, half Japanese. He's former UFC fighter, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, Lucas Paqueta has been very good this tournament for Brazil. So has Casemiro, but Cunha's really been carrying them in the attack. Vini's been doing what he usually does. But hey, what if, man, if Rodrigo and Neymar were fit for this tournament? What if, just how would this team operate if they had those players fit? Zion Suzuki, that's the goalkeeper name for Japan, the Black Mandem, Black Samurai. Only dark man for Japan. That rhymed. I got bars for days, people. It's gonna be a sensational game. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Hey, Japan are playing the 3-4-3. Bravery. Bars. I'm on fire today, guys. You best believe, man, I'm on fire today. But yeah, man, this Japanese kid's fire, man. It's got that Pirates aura to it. And man, the shots are peaking, man. The shots are fire. I need them shots, man. The Japanese kid is lethal. But I still think the 2018 FIFA World Cup Japanese kit was lit. It was the best kit they ever made. This one is pretty nice for an away kit. But the blue one in the 2018 World Cup is too fire, man. Y'all should Google that. Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. We kill for entertainment. Ball, man, to Ellison. Kick off, man. Yeah, man, we're going to be seeing a bit of football than last night's game. Last night's game was trash. Very boring. So hopefully this one picks up and lives up to the hype. Big game, especially for Brazil. All eyes are on them. See if they're serious in the group stage game. Should get the victory, but hey, Japan are known for upsetting a lot of big teams. Clear by Alisson. Alisson's known for a lot of mistakes, man. He's not a very intelligent goalkeeper, to be real with you. But better him than Edison, to be fair. But Allison's had his momish. He's had his slip ups for a lot of the time this season. Damn, Lucas Paqueta, bro. What's he? He's holding his hamstring. What gone there? Or was it just a knock? Yeah, man. There's no contact there, so he's just holding it for the sake of holding it. Let's see this Ryan man. Folks are telling me about this player. Let me see what he's like. He's playing in the right wing. So far, he's got good passing. Not too bad. Ooh, unlucky. Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, I don't think he meant to pass it to Bruno, but either way, it was good instincts. So far, I like how direct he is. But we just gotta see how he plays. He still hasn't passed. Yes, he still hasn't passed the eye test. Only 2 minutes in, so let's see how he plays. Bruno off the corner, slaps it in. That's a horrible corner, Bruno. Gotta do better than that, fam. You can't go power in a corner. You gotta go technique. Cause it's about placing the ball in certain positions where players are gonna go for the header. It's basic football 101, but some of these professional players, man, they just think it's all power. It's not all power especially in set piece shots, man. The only person that should be hitting power in set piece shots is the goalkeeper, but that's only if they're using the last man where there's a tall striker like Victor, like Veghorst or Zlatan or Haaland. Someone who's got at least enough technical ability to control the ball from a long ball. South Africa were trying to do that, but our strikers just got doesn't have the technical aspect to even control the ball. So why even bother? Basic 101. I should be the fucking coach for Bafana Bafana. Facts. Facts, blood. I would have told Ron Williams to stop fucking clearing the ball because you don't have distribution skills. You're not in Tumele Kune, blood. Touch Cunha. Good physicality on the ball. Referee, what's the foul there? That's a foul there, ref. Yeah, so far Japan are getting mopped physically as I predicted. Yeah. Every second ball, Japan are not winning it because of the physical challenges they're losing. Like I said before, them Asian man physically are not gonna be imposing. Technically, they're all right, but they can't even get to the ball technically because they keep losing the physical first touch to the ball. Zion Suzuki, man, coming out for fist out clearance, man. Hey, he the real deal, man. His instincts are very good for a goalkeeper. We're 4 minutes in, man. Let's see how he operates with shots on him. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, this Brazil team lacks that technicality in the midfield, bro. Like coming from the days of Felipe Coutinho, Kaká, Rivaldo, man, them had tech. Man had proper football tech. Now you got athletes and Casemiro, man. God bless Casemiro. God bless Casemiro, but Casemiro is not as technical as Rivaldo or men like Kaká, bro. We're just being real. Casa's got basic fundamentals. He's mastered the basic fundamentals. That's why he's so good. But he's not like a very nice player to be watched, in terms of pure artistry. He's good at what he does. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good player, but he's not like those Brazil players, man. None of them are, to be fair, except for Neymar. But Neymar's not on the pitch, is he? Pass, cross. That's a horrible cross. Yeah, Brazil are rushing too much of the final pass. and it's not necessary because Japan don't really have a low block defense, and you're winning the physical challenges, so you don't have to be rushing the pass all the time. You got to be more patient. Yeah, Paqueta has had a good tournament, very good tournament. If he goes very far, he'll get that summer move he needs to get out to leave West Ham. But well, he plays in Brazil now, so maybe he wants to leave Brazil. It's a horrible free kick, actual horrible free kick, man. Whoever took that free kick ain't it. Smart that Carlos not starting Neymar off rip, being that he's still coming off fit from an injury, still not match fit either. Like the last game, he came on 25 minutes in, but to be fair, he's still not 100%. Like he's not the same player he actually was. To be fair with you, but he's a superstar. Him coming off the bench in a game where it's 1-1, 2-2, or no, he can create something. Because Neymar, Sham, he only played 14 minutes against Scotland. Crazy. But like I was saying, man, he's a game changer. He's just one of those players you need in the squad. Like England need Phil Foden and Cole Palmer in the squad because they're game changers, man. At least the fact that Harry Maguire is not there is also speaks volumes because Tuchel's gonna be Tuchel, but you need your game changers. We know Cole Palmer didn't have a good season for England, but you still have him in the squad in case where you're playing a low block team and you don't have creative players to break that low block team, bro. See what Japan's got five at the back, essentially, because their fullbacks have returned back to the defensive line. So they're playing a five at the back. Essentially, they're playing a low block Japan. We'll see how they operate once Neymar comes on the pitch, because Neymar will destroy this low block. That's one thing for sure. Vinny is not breaking this low block, man. He ain't got the IQ, nor the creativity. He's not that player, bro. Pass. Ryan, what a pass, man. Left foot. So far, so good. Like what I'm saying. Like and subscribe, chat. Brazil moved the ball sideways. That's what they do. They keep high possession. They're very patient. Now they're more patient. They're not rushing the ball. But hey, man, what a pass by Casemiro, blood. Like that's what Casemiro does, bro. Breaks the barriers and the lines with those sorts of diagonal aerial passes. You know, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that from the United, midfield. But Tukameni is the perfect replacement for him. No cap. But they're very direct, Brazil. Like Carlos kind of sort them out in terms of that directness. But the system in building up towards the directness is purely Carlo. Carlo legit likes to tell them keep the possession, open up the gaps in the low blocks or in the defense line, and then break them with the aerial passes with Casemiro. That's why Cas is crucial to this system. Legit. He's built the offense around Casemiro. Yeah, with Lucas Paqueta also, he helps also in that midfield. But Bruno Guimaraes does the dirty work essentially. So this is a perfectly balanced midfield. Then when Neymar comes in, they switch to a 4-3-3 diamond where Neymar plays the cam. So he probably comes off for Lucas Paqueta. because I don't see him playing as a winger. He don't have the pace or the athleticism anymore. Japan on the ball. Look at the crossing, man. Every player on the Japanese team has a first touch, bro. The technical ability on this team is insane. See, look at the way, man, they cushion the ball, man. Man, you can tell they train with small balls from academy players, from academy days, from academy training grounds. They play with the small balls so that the players can work on their first touch even before playing with a normal ball. That's what we used to do in my academy, me and my broski. This is why my first touch is pure, bro. It's one of a technical player. Hey, man, that's a foot to starts. It starts there, ref. Should be a card. Yep, that's a yellow card. See, I know the game, blah. I can even be a ref, fam. Low key. Low key, Mike G. So far, both the teams have been looking at each other out, but Brazil is more of the dictators and the ones in charge of the game, which it was always going to be. Brazil are kind of have the more experienced players in the midfield, so they're always going to control the midfield battle. Excuse me. Pass. See, Casemiro's is breaking the lines. Cunha of the shot, unlucky, fam. See, everything comes from Casemiro. He's that creative link in the midfielder, even though he's not a creative player. Like naturally, he's not a creative eight. He's a disruptor, but he can play that role from playing for with us, blood. You know, Bruno Gamira should be doing better there. He should be doing better there. And I'm glad Mandem have seen who's the actual ballers in this team. Because Bruno, I don't know how Bruno Gamira is not scoring there. I know Philip Coutinho is scoring from there. 100%. But it's gonna be hard beating Zion, bro. Zion Suzuki is a very good goalkeeper, man. He's gonna keep Japan in the game for sure. Oh, technical ability. The dribbler number 14, man. Yeesh. Was nice. Yeah, and as Casemiro should, man. He should be tackling them Mandem, but it's yellow card in the 14th minute, Cas. Good Lord, man. Cas loves to slide tackle the Mandem, bro. This man cooked. Absolutely cooked the other Mandem, bro. He did the step over fake too, man. With the right foot over the ball. Took that player sideways. Good Lord. Like I said, man, these Japanese, the Japs know how to play ball. They are too technical, freakishly technical. You gotta respect the samurais. Let's see how they're doing this free kick. Ellison should be dealing with this. This kid is too much, man. I need this Japanese kid just for vibes. Good Lord, bro. To see what they do with this free kick. Ooh, yeah. Not enough power from there, blood. You can't hit the. Like I said, man, you can't hit a free kick with power unless you're hitting it hard and low. You know, if you want to hit it with your laces, hit it hard and low underneath the wall. If you're gonna hit it with your chin of your feet on sideways of your feet, you gotta hit it with technique, blood. You gotta whip it or either place it, whether you're right footed or left footed. Man, just went with full power, unnecessary technique. Touch. Too much passing. Yet Japan's attack has not kicked in yet. It's not in sync yet. Both teams' attack is not in sync. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but Japan is just off rhythm. If that makes sense, they're not switching gears. They're still in first gear. Brazil currently right now is in second gear, building to third gear. The more they get the ball, and the sooner they get the goal, the more goals they can open up because they can really open up this Japan defense. Yeah, this defense is pretty good with Gabriel and Marquinhos, two of the UEFA Champions League finalists. It's good experience in the back, you know. Uh, and I feel like with this defense and the midfield, as physical as it is, so long as Casemiro stays in check and doesn't get a red card, they can at least make it close to the quarterfinals. If they go into a team like France and Spain that's got a rapid attack and that is just faster on the ball than they are, it's gonna be peak for them. It's gonna be seriously peak for them. But so far so good, man. I like what I'm seeing by the Brazilians. Japan is still not in gear one. They're still not in gear two. Brazil are now kicking it to gear three now. But now it's a matter of can they get the early goal. I don't see anything from Japan telling me that they can break, to be fair. They just don't look like their press is cohesive enough to even win the ball back quicker. So the Brazilians are winning comfortably the possession. Brother, I see what this Brazil team is doing, but they need more technical players to be playing this football that they're playing. Like they're too Europeanized. If you understand what I'm saying, the Brazilian style is too Europeanized. They play too much like a European country more than their actual style of football, which is flary, freestyle, sort of expressive football, where it's fluid, it's counter-attacking fluid. But they're trying to play the side to side, technical thing, which Carlo has installed in a lot of teams that have won. But like you don't do that with the Brazilian football. I swear, man. You don't put no system of Brazilians. But with these modern day Brazilian players, they're coached with systems. So this is the only thing that they used to. Like Vinny's used to being coached underneath the system. Because all Vinny can do is just run. Low key. I can't give Vinny free room because I know he'll do nothing with it. Man's not technically gifted or creative in that way. I can do that with prime Neymar. If Neymar's fit now, I could do that with him. I could tell him, listen, don't even run back. I don't even want you running. I want you creating chances, scoring goals where you can, but mainly creating multiple chances, moving the ball forward. And that's easy for Neymar. Because Neymar's got the ability to do that. He's got the Brazilian style in his genes. These modern day players right now, Ryan, he's a pretty basic player. He's a safety. He's a safety first player. He's not. There's nothing. There's no it factor around him. I don't sit Like I don't like. I'm not like off the edge of my seat watching Ryan or Vin. Like I'm not excited when they get the ball. I was excited when Ronaldinho got the ball, when Robinho got the ball, when Neymar got the ball. Because those are highly entertaining players. The players we're seeing now from Brazil are not very entertaining. The style of Brazil is just not entertaining, man. They're playing like an EPL team, low key. He's not completing the passing there, Lucas Paqueta. Oscar Ronaldinho, bro. They're probably talking and complaining, saying there's no sauce in this team, bro. See, side to side football. Not enough attacking fluidity. They're not direct enough. There's gaps in this Japanese defense, but there's no creative outlet in the midfield nor the defense. There shouldn't be in defense, but there ain't no outlet in the midfield or the attack to create these spaces. Literally, Cunha is the only one that's trying to move the ball forward, but like he's the only one that can't be doing it. Like it's a team thing. Like Vinny needs to do it, so does Ryan. Like it's against their style if he's the only one attacking and the wingers are playing the ball backwards. It's against their whole style. They're a team that move forward, move the ball forward. That's quarter one. They move the ball forward with their style. They'll dribble around you. They'll move the ball quickly even. That was their style, but that's not the style anymore. Christopher Walken, blood. Man, like Christopher Walken commercials. I didn't even know Christopher Walken was still alive. I lie. I knew he was still alive, man. Them Hollywood men, they really know how to stay alive for forever, if you know what I'm saying, blood. They really know how to, man. Christopher Walken, blood. Man still dancing here, blood, at his old age. I swear, man. It's freaky, man. These commercial breaks, blood. Making me feel like I'm watching ESPN here, blood. ESPN Sports. Time I'm watching football. There ain't no commercial breaks when I'm watching Premier League football or La Liga. These Americans, man, they be ruining the sport. They be ruining it. Stop ruining it. You're ruining it. Also, these New Balance ads, bro. These football ads used to be something special, man. They actually took time in the editing and the ideas and the plots. Now it's just like it's the way certain things are shot. They're shot to cater a specific audience that's usually on the phone, on their PC. Like there's no budget in anything anymore, man. Especially in football boots and football kits. It's just it's just laziness. Even this Brazilian kit, it just brews laziness, bro. It's just horrible. This Japan away kit, by the way, is just sensational. Fucking outstanding. And the Japanese, they be designing lit kits, man. Lit kits. These football fans are dead, blood. They just feel like bots to me. I just honestly feel no energy whatsoever from these men. It almost feels like it's a bunch of rich people watching the sport, bro. Like there is no culture or energy. It's just sourceless, lifeless. You know, like a knockout stage game and it's lifeless like this. That's crazy, blood. But anyways, man. First quarter. Now we're to the second quarter. Before the halftime, Japan pushing on the break. They get the corner. I remember. Yeah, what Japan need to do is they need to be faster on the break the way they were just a few minutes ago, catching Brazil on the counter slipping. But do they have the attack to even sustain that? I don't think so. Corner Japan. Ooh, over the over the keeper, man. This game better not go to extra time, man. I ain't got the patience for that. I don't. So, man, them just gotta they just gotta help me. Help me entertain my audience. Give me something to react to. Give me something to work with. That's all I'm asking from the players. You see, Brazil know what they're trying to do with this position moving at the back. You know, essentially, what you're doing playing from the back is you're trying to establish space for your fullbacks and wingers. That's what most teams don't understand about this sort of movement. Because look, Gabriel's got the ball. His fullback is supposed to be opening up space so that he can move the ball. But the problem is the fullbacks are tightening up in case Japan want to press them. Because Japan have a 1v1 press. But physically, man, like I just wouldn't break the flow of passing just because they're pressing me. I would tell them, hey, keep your small triangles and just pass the ball quicker. But Carlo knows that he ain't got the technique in some of the players to pass the ball faster. So he just relies on this silly possession passing instead of the build-up, the fast build-up. Like right now, they're gonna do a fast build-up, but you see Danilo just lost the ball with the interception because he doesn't have the technique to make a now pass. Shot! What a goal! And Japan lead 1-0. Good Lord, Danilo fucked up the pass and got punished. Slick finish, man. Who would have knew, man? Japan catch Brazil lacking. 29 minutes in. It's peak. And this is what I was hoping for. And this is what I got. Cause what a goal, man. Say no. Man like saying no number 24. Look at that. Danilo loses the ball. Saino moves the ball by himself. Runs towards players. Hits it with the right foot. That's what I'm talking about in terms of technical players. Players that can move the ball by themselves, moving forward and creating chances for an opportunity to score. That's what technical players do. Brazil don't have that in their midfield. This is why they're getting cooked. This is why they're getting cooked. Brazil, you would say, are very too defensive mindset because of the players they have. But it's just that they don't have the technical play ability in the midfield to create these sorts of chances. They don't have players in the midfield to just drive the ball. I'm sorry. They just got athletes and runners in the midfield and destroyers. Say no, blood. First Korea international goal against Brazil in the knockout stages. What a time, my brother. What a time. You might have just won it for your country. You might have just won it for the Samurais, brother. Shout out to Sano, man. What a goal, fam. It's definitely one of the goals of the tournament, man. Just because of the IQ and the technique and the technical aspect just to move the ball by his feet, man. I told you that these Japanese men have to be respected just because of their technical abilities. That the way he wrapped the ball and the way he hit it and the technique, he knew what he was doing for the shot. He knew. I'm just saying. Winner plays Ivory Coast or Norway in the round of 16 on Saturday. So, hey man, listen, Brazil can, if they win this, they can make it to the round of, they can make it to the quarterfinals, no doubt, because Ivory Coast and Norway shouldn't be a difficult game for Brazil unless they play Norway. That's if Haaland is on, but I don't think Haaland can carry Norway. To be fair, no striker can carry any team. That's just not how football works, man. Damn, man, Brazil are concussed. Well, how do they reply to the Samurais? Because the Samurai are going to be a legendary hate watch. I don't hate Brazil, bro. Do you hate Brazil? Chairs? Do you hate Japan? I don't hate both of these teams, man. Cross Brazil. I was hate watching yesterday with my country, low key. Bafana ass. But yo, man, this was a brilliant ticking goal. Look at that right-footed finish. He wraps the ball up inside the net. Who do you want to win, Jez? I'm for Japan. I'm for Japan. Hey, bro, Japan are playing, man. They got the technical ability to just break Brazil whenever they want to. That's why they just sit in deep with the low block. Because they know Brazil can't hurt them with the low block. Low key. That's if Neymar comes in. Vinny with the shot straight to the keeper. Yeah, Vinny's having a tough time, huh? Ghosting in the knockout stage game against Japan. Hey, we're here for it. Okay, cheers, you got me. This might be a hate watch. It might be. For the sake of, I don't like Real Madrid players like Vinicius Jr., bro. It might be. I'm really here to see Neymar possibly carry his national team. That's what I'm really possibly seeing. We got Jimmy Butler watching Brazil. He probably's got money on Brazil. Look at him. He looks so stressed. Gee whiz. Jimmy Butler. Neymar, what is he going to do? Hey, bro, listen. Neymar, because his name is Neymar, I expect him to do whatever he needs to do. Plus, it's his last World Cup, so he's desperate. He's in desperado situation. So I'm assuming that if he comes on, assuming that Brazil stay losing 1-0, he can come on and change the situation. Because as it stands, ain't nobody helping Brazil in the attack. My man Chaz. Look at this, man. This attack is dust day. And Japan's attacks also dust day, bro. They just have a few good players that can actually create a certain chance and score a goal. Look at the ref cam. They're just rewinding this goal, man. You know, they just keep rewinding this goal, man. It was a good goal. Very good goal. Say no. The Samurai. The Samurais are cooking the Favela brothers. Vinny wins the ball back. Bruno to Matisse Cunha. I swear, man, Vinny is trying too much, blood. Trying too much. He thinks he's skillful, but he's not really skillful, bro. He plays like someone who's very awkward on the ball, bro. Very awkward. Japan on the attack. Like these Japanese man, them first touch is too slick, bro. They got quick feet. They got agility. They may not have the physical element to dominate this Brazilian team, but hey, they're using what they can to stress these men out. Look at Carlo Ancelotti chewing that gum as hard as he can because man is stressed. The Samurais have got the Favela brothers stressed out in stressomania. How do Brazil reply? How? Danilo in the pass. Casemiro passing sideways. Like I said before, ain't no midfielder in this team that can break a low block. And that's the thing, bro. Brazil have reached the quarterfinal in the last 8 FIFA World Cups. They might not. They might not. If they don't show up, they're gonna show out and go home. Back to the favelas, the favela brothers. You see, like the fullbacks are just playing like as secondary midfielders, not necessarily playing as the extra option to as on the attack. Like when Roberto Carlos and Danny Alves were playing, they were always overlapping. There's no one in this fullback system that's overlapping in the Brazilians. Like Marcelo is also doing the overlap thing, bro. It's not happening anymore, bro. Danilo's too old. Pause. Pause. Damn, Japan have never won a knockout stage game. And they're actually holding up their own against this Brazil team, bro. This could be the biggest upset of the tournament. 5-time champions, the most ever win it, get knocked out by the Samurais. It's cooked, bro. I can see it in the papers, bro. United States and Bosnia, we're not watching that. We don't care about the United States, really. But apparently they're playing very good football, but that's not a game that I would really watch. I don't think it'll provide the entertainment value for me to even watch the game. So I'm sticking to the Brazilians getting their ass whipped by the Samurais. I really like this. This is hella entertaining. Because now Brazil are under pressure. You know, Ches. Men are under pressure, bro. You got money on this game, Ches? Have you betting on this game? Let me know in the comments, man. You don't have to tell me how much you're hoping to make on the game. You just let me know who you made a bet on. Ooh, Casemiro losing the ball in the midfield. Japan on the break. Losing the ball there. It's tight, man. It's tight out here. It really is tight. This Brazil team is losing their third gear and going back to second gear, man, whilst this Japan team goes to third gear. This was too risky. I understand. Yeah, very unpredictable. You wouldn't predict Japan winning 1-0 against Brazil. So I get what you're saying, man. You didn't want to lose no unnecessary cash. I hear you, brother. You're smart man, Chaz, bro. Rather watch the game and enjoy it, bro. Not watch the game and stress. That's the thing about gambling. People don't understand. When you gamble, you don't get to enjoy the game. You're stressing whilst watching the game because you're just thinking, I need to make this bread. I need to make this bread. I don't want to go homeless. I don't want to lose my car. I need to make this bread. It's stress. You can't even enjoy the game with your mates, with your wife. You can't enjoy anything. That's why I don't gamble, bro. Say no to gambling, brother. Say no to gambling, Ches. Because Brazil are gambling with their life here, losing this game to the Samurais. Another cross ends up in the hands of the black man, the black samurai, Zion Suzuki. Listen, Zion Suzuki, blood. Y'all overrate this Brazil side. They have good players, but not a good team. Yeah, man, they have good players, but not a good team. Listen, they have an all right team. It's the system that they're playing. The system that they're playing is very risky against teams that have a rapid attack and very good in transition. Because although they have experienced players like Guimaraes, Casemiro, players like Lucas Paqueta and Danilo, and players like Ryan are too inexperienced enough to understand what's at risk, and they're being outplayed here by a highly technical team because they don't have the IQ to play against technical teams, nor do they have the system. Because the way the system is built is the system is built for highly possession play football. But that doesn't win games, does it? Because Brazil never used to play highly possession football. The Jogo Bonito Brazil, never played high possession or technical, systematic football. No. And that's why Brazil is shit right now. They're too systematic. It's their own system that's making them play with no flair. This is why they usually dominate when they have a Brazilian coach. All their World Cups is by the hands of a Brazilian coach. This is their first time in history being coached by someone who's not Brazilian. Yes, Carlo Ancelotti is a legend, but he's Italian. He don't know anything about the Brazilian culture. He grew up in Italy. He even won a World Cup damn near for Italy. It's kind of like Tuchel coaching England, if you understand what I'm saying. What the hell does Tuchel know about English football besides him coaching in the Premier League? He has never grown up in English or in any England or British city. So what the hell is he coaching England, being a German coach? It's sus, bro. It's very sus, bro. But this is how you ruin football in your native country. When you have a foreigner and outsider coaching your native country, bro. It don't really work, fam. It don't really work. To be fair, England and Brazil don't have any other better options. That's another good point, Jez. Because the coaching market is bad, big homie. It's horrible. Who are you gonna get to replace Thomas Tuchel? Who are you gonna get to replace Carlo Ancelotti? If I was both teams, I would take the risk in hiring someone who is unknown. Think of Argentina. They took the risk of hiring someone who's unknown, like Lionel Sanchez or Sanchez, the coach for Argentina, who's a former Argentinian player, by the way, who played for Argentina back in the day. So they took the risk of getting a manager like that who's unknown but understands the Argentinian way of playing football. And he got them their World Cup, their first World Cup in how long? So you understand what I'm saying? Hire the managers who are coming from the country, who are ex-players also, who understand the game and who understand that, who work for their coaching credentials. You understand what I'm saying? You'd rather take a risk on an unknown manager. Honestly, that's what you'd rather do. And that's what Brazil and England should have done. I would have kept Gareth Southgate, in my opinion. Gareth Southgate got England to a final, their first final in how long in the Euro? And then England gonna sack him and sign a German manager, and they know that the British hate the Germans. It's weird, blood. It's so weird. The reason why Brazil also not good is also because most of their players, go to Europe too soon. Like Vinny went to Europe at 18. It's not a good enough foundation. Endrick went to Europe at 18, 17. Not a good enough foundation either. Neymar went to Barcelona when he was about 21. It's a good foundation because you're physically You're physically going to be ready for playing in Europe, but you also understand the technical aspect of Brazilian football because you've stayed enough longer in your teens to develop a style, your own style of play. That's what most Brazilian players understood from back in the day, you know? It's funny how none of the Brazilian legends didn't take up coaching because they were on partying, bruv. They were paying the debts they made when they were players because the Brazilian players were on smoke, man. They were in the club with a whole bunch of shenanigans. They weren't about the football life. They're about the party lifestyle. And the party lifestyle takes up a lot of money and puts you in debt, you know? So, yeah, Chaz. The Brazilians, they got no discipline, fam. As gifted as they are by the football gods in playing the great game, them are not disciplined athletes at all. If it's a rape case, or excuse me, yeah, grape case, or if it's a alcoholism, or if it's an addiction issue, them men always get caught in the smoke, blood. There's no Brazilian on earth that's never gone through some weird phase, blood. Maybe Marcelo is the only one because he's a family guy. But hey, most Brazilian players who are the star players, they go crazy, fam. We know Ronaldinho went to training whilst he was drunk. So why would he be a coach? We know that Roberto Carlos smoked cigarettes before games. Why would he be a coach? You understand what I'm saying? So some players are not fit to be coaches, bruv. And that's okay. Not everybody's meant to be a coach, especially ex-players. See, look at it again, bro. Brazil cannot break this low block. Lucas Paqueta is getting clogged because he can't play his back against the goal. Man's usually getting pressed as he gets the ball, man, because he doesn't have the technical aspect to break the press. You know, drop the shoulder, change direction. These things I'm talking about, Neymar possesses the attributes to be doing these things. And these things are uncoached. These things, you can't coach someone to know these things. These skills and these attributes I'm talking about, you can't coach someone to know these things. Neymar's uncoachable. I've been saying this. Messi's uncoachable also. Those are players who can understand and sort out issues in the game with their brain. They don't need no coach. You don't coach those players, fam. You just don't, bro. This Carlo guy looks clueless, blood. Half time. Yeah, essentially what's happening in the game is Brazil are losing every duel in the attack because they don't know how to destroy and create chances against a low block team. Because Japan have essentially 5 defenders defending. They on paper it's a 3-5-3, but the fullbacks are coming back to make it a 5 at the back. So it's a basic low block. There's no technical player that breaks the low block in the starting lineup for Brazil. So therefore, they're scrapping this game, playing the Diego Simeone park the bus football and hit them on a counter. That's what they're doing. And that's how they got the goal. They hit them on the counter, playing park the bus football. And park the bus football, as bad as it may look, gets you results because Japan are not looking very good. They're not aesthetically pleasing to watch, but they have enough technical ability to execute the game plan of park the bus and hit them on the break. Like I said before, football is basics. It's a thinking man's sport like boxing. You don't need the best players to beat the best. And that's what Japan's proving. They're using their heads If Brazil was smart, they would say, fuck it. Okay, Neymar's an injury prone, but let's build a team around him that is physically enough, that is physically gifted enough, that is technically okay enough, and that is athletically good enough to protect. If I'm Brazil, I'm putting Neymar in a cam position, right, as a free roam, but I have Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes and Lucas Paqueta playing around him, protecting him. You see, shielding other players, making it a tough game so that Neymar has enough space to create. I don't mind parking the bus, Arsenal fan here. Oh, cheers. Congratulations, Brad. Congratulations, blood. You guys won the league of corners and set pieces. You see, that's what you won the league for, because you guys didn't have a lot of open play goals. And parking the bus essentially is a tactic, especially when you guys are 1-0 up. Correct me if I'm wrong. When Arsenal is 1-0 up, whether it's home or away, they're not going to take a risks and making it 3-0, 2-0, 4-0. No, because Mikel Arteta is going to park the bus and either hope for a draw or get the 3 points. But what Mikel Arteta does not want to do is lose, because when you lose, you don't win a league title, you know. And I essentially respect the tactic, but hey, I want to see entertainment, and it's kind of boring to see a team park the bus when they're 1-0 up, like no risks, trying to kill off the game. But hey, I understand the art of war. You use your certain tactics. If it works, it works. It doesn't care how good looking it's supposed to look. Who gives a shit? Everybody cares about the dub, so I get it, fam. I get it. So that's what Japan's doing, bro. That's what Japan's doing. The samurais are playing mind games right now. We had the third most open play goals in the league, man. Still not first, buddy. You're still not first. Yeah, third is good, but considering half of your attackers won even on double figures in the goal stats, tells you why you were third. You guys weren't really about scoring a lot of goals. You guys were about winning games, whether it's 1-0, 2-1, or 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 damn near 3-2, you know. And it's mainly off set pieces, because you guys were cheating also. You had players manhandling the goalkeepers, which is a foul in the basic game of football. But because Premier League refs are funny and VAR sometimes be blind, they don't be giving the fouls that you guys be doing on the goalkeepers. And essentially from that, you were able to win games. The fact that you guys didn't have a player that got a red card speaks volumes. When you had when there was multiple scenarios and times where an Arsenal player fouled the player, but they didn't get a card, nor did the other team get a penalty. And it's crazy, blood. That shit felt so scripted, blood, and the way the referees were calling for fouls against teams every time they were playing Arsenal, it's just us. Next season will be the same story. We will see, fam. We will see. Depends on who you guys are signing. Right now, my team, Manchester United, have been signing and have been working to just rebuild our midfield, which we will. Right now, you guys want Tonali, and that's like your main target. And if to be honest, I expect you guys to improve, being the defending champions. I expect you guys to go for the likes of Tonali, maybe Rodrigo, maybe Tukameni, because we're in the run of Tukameni, because Tukameni might be leaving too. So it's interesting, fam. It's really interesting. Arsenal have to improve on their midfield, fullbacks, maybe wingers also, because their wingers are not so clinical. If I may, if I do say so myself, Tonali, hell no, we will use that bum for give me we will use that bum. Give me Rogers or Bacola. Yeah, you guys want Morgan Rogers. I think Morgan Rogers is the best player that Mikel Arteta can sign for his system. Like if he wants to have his own Jude Bellingham, Morgan Rogers is the guy. Bacola, signing him, you're gonna have to bid for over 112 million for Bacola, which I don't think he is worth. I don't think Bacola is 100 worth 120 million. So I honestly believe that Morgan Rogers should be the marquee signing. He'll probably cost maybe 80 mil, 82 mil. Then after that, I'd sign a defender because Arsenal might be having injuries in terms of their defense. Men like uh, Timber, what's his name? Yeah, Timber. Men like Timber. Men like who's these players? Timber and the English player. I forgot his name, but he be getting injured a lot. And so they need like players, they need a depth, they need like a squad, Arsenal. That's what I'm basically saying. They need players to build a squad that's got a good enough bench. Because I don't think Arsenal are gonna do a back-to-back, in my opinion. There's gonna be too many players on the other teams. Like we know that Elliot Anderson has just signed for Manchester City, which I think is ridiculous. The price tag, man, is not over worth 100 million. I'm sorry, Elliot Anderson is good, but he's not a world class player. He hasn't done anything for him to be even 100 million. Like 100 million back in the day. Yes, Ben White. That's what I meant. I meant Ben White. So Ben White and Timber are very injury prone. So you need to replace that. That's why Arsenal need to sign the players that they need to sign for the bench. So yeah, focus on the bench. Then maybe you might do a back to back. But as it is right now, Arsenal are not gonna do shit. And I say that, and then they win the league. But now I mean it. Like honestly, I don't think you guys have the utilities nor the resources to go back to back. So ain't nothing personal, fam. Ain't nothing personal. Anderson will bring inflation. Tonali and Fernandez might cause 100 million plus. Yeah, bro. Anderson kind of fucked up the market, bro. Everybody else is gonna be now over 100 mil plus because of Anderson. And I don't think he's brought inflation. He's just fucked up the price tag for other players. Because now Newcastle are gonna think Tonali's worth 100 mil. Because if Anderson's worth 100 mil, Tonali should be 100 mil. Um, who's this other guy? Adam Scott. Crystal Palace are gonna think he's worth 100 mil because Anderson is worth 100 mil. You understand what I'm saying? Players who are not 100 million or not world class are now gonna be considered 100 mil. So the football market is fucked, bro. It's really fucked because mediocre players back in the day, like these guys, will cost 45 mil, 35 mil, 50 mil max. Elliot Anderson in the 2000 era would cost a minimum of 25 million. I guarantee it. A minimum of 25 million is what Elliot Anderson would cost. But because we're living in a market where everybody is 100 million because the modern day footballer is very basic and very athletic and is not as special as other previous eras, we have to hype them up Jude is world class. Trent Alexander-Arnold is world class. Elliot Anderson's world class. Tonali's world class. Everybody's world class, but no one's proven it. No one's done anything to prove that the critics are saying that they're world class. I'm sorry, but Jude Bellingham is not world class. Yeah, he's won one Champions League, but you can't name me a world class performance by Jude Bellingham. But how do City buy a player for 120 mil with 115 charges? Men have bribe money. City have bribe money. Their owner is one of the richest men in Saudi. Man's got oil money for days. He's definitely got bribe money. He probably got men them in the feds holding up and bending them charges for him because he just keeps the cash flow running in. If you think footballers and football teams are not run by shady people or mafioso like Italian teams, think again, fam. Think again. There's a deeper rabbit hole that goes into this, into the sport and the owners who own the sport. You know, it's deep, brother. It's deep. And the thing is, like, those 115 charges, they're going to keep pressing City for those 115 charges. Like, the FA weren't happy with City. They really weren't. That's the reason why they were, you know, leaning on Arsenal to win the league last season, because also the league is also on this thing of we don't want the same team to win the league every time because we lose viewership. So how do you keep viewership and increase it for the next future? You have different teams win the league every year. And that's what I believe the league trajectory and the league script is heading towards. It's heading towards a different team winning the league every year. Like City fucked up the market when they kept winning. And the fact that they were cheating by ditching and dodging these charges every year they were winning proves that the FA was, they didn't know about this. You know, the FA really didn't know about it. That's why they upset City have the money to keep the charges bending. They got the bribe money, fam. If you got bribe money, you can get away with anything, fam, low key. Plus, they got Saudi money. They got oil money. When you got oil money, you essentially control half of the trading in the world economy. So it's a big flex, plan. Because City, and the prince that owns City, he's invested a lot in England football and in England's infrastructure and boosting the tourism in England. So England not gonna part ways 100% with City, you know, and like just ruin the relationship they have with the citizens and their club, because they bring in a lot of clout to the country. So why would we ban the team? Like, it makes no sense by banning a team that brings in so much viewership. And City are not bigger than Manchester United, by the way. They're just not. But like, in terms of like them being, you know, the citizens winning the league, the way that they have dominated the league, the way that they have, they're a big team, man. They're always going to be a big team. They've proven to be a big team winning the Champions League. Arsenal fans can't say the same, can they? Because they lost the Champions League final. You guys are not a big club unless you win the Champions League. City are levels above United, bro. No, they're not. United still have the culture, blood. We can still convince Benjamin Sesko to choose us over Newcastle United when we don't even have Champions League football. That's aura, blood. That's clout. That's aura. We're the Real Madrid of English football. Always have and always will be, bro. Arsenal are the little man, bro. They're the little man, them, bro. They're still the little man, them, because they haven't won a European title. So let's stop. Let's not debate about this, Ches. My homie, my guy. At least we're in the Champions League to begin with. We're also in the Champions League, bro. What you say? We finished third, fam. We're also in the Champions League. What you saying? We got 3 Champions Leagues. You guys have 0. Zero, zero, zero. Low key, fam. Endrick coming on. Smart move by Carlo Ancelotti, man. There's no one that is more tenacious and more enthusiastic in the attack than Endrick. Coming off for Lucas Paqueta. Very good sub, man. Paqueta one don't shit. Paqueta was very stagnated and was getting punished by Japanese, the Samurai's press. Gee, I'll be back with that Champions League next season. I'ma hold you to it, fam. These comments, you're telling me, screenshot this, blood, screenshot this, and come to me same time here next season, next year, and we'll talk, fam, because you guys are not gonna win the Champions League ever. So long as I'm alive and I'm still breathing in this realm and I'm still alive in this world, Arsenal will never win the Champions League, fam. Never. Pass. Brazil looking lively in the second half. Vinny with the ball, crossing it in. Man. Hey, man, them don't know how to cross the ball, blood. And I feel like it's because this ball is hella light. So you can't hit the ball with a lot of power. You need to hit it with technique. Legit. So and Hendricks come on already with impact. You know. So and they're playing for 4-1-2-3, switching to Casemiro one as a central CDM with Lucas Paqueta coming off for Endrick. And essentially, I feel like they're playing a 4-4-2 with Endrick and Cunha playing as the two-man strikers. And then once Neymar comes on, Endrick's probably going to move to the right wing or the cam, because Neymar's probably going to come off for Ryan. We shall see, though. We shall see. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. We kill for entertainment. We kill for entertainment. This has been a great watch along. You know, me and my homie Chairs, men of culture, men of the culture. You know what I'm saying, Chairs? Men of the culture, blood. Shout out for liking the culture, because this is our culture. This is our community, people. You know how it is. Talking football, talking shit, but bonding and being respectful. You know what I'm saying? We always got to be respectful because we're a community here, man. So far, so good, man. This game it's all right. You know, Brazil are crashing out slowly, but they're keeping their cool. We shall see what happens. Pause. Yeah, Vinny been ghosting, man. Vinny been ghosting. Now he's trying to do his awkward step overs here. Wasting the chances. Going for a fake ass cross. And yeah, man. Hey, listen, I said it. Japan are gonna get the ball, hit them on the break, probably get a foul. And that's what's happening now. This Danilo brother with the lowest IQ ever, who I don't understand is still playing football, costing the team once again, catching a yellow card early in the game. Do y'all guys want to get a red card? Do y'all want to get a red card? I'm just keeping it real. Y'all want to get a red card? It's two key players already on a yellow card, fam. Carlo Ancelotti better be chewing that gum harder right now. Stressamania, fam. Japan is just annoying Brazil, you know, just scrapping the game with this boring football defensive style that they're playing. But it's working. It's working. Why stop anything that's working? Brazil got to press. Right now, they have to press Japan when Japan have the ball. That's what they got to do, because Brazil is getting too comfortable on the ball. And Cunha is essentially leading the press. Him and Endrick have the athleticism to lead the press. My man, Neymar warming up. You know what I'm saying, man? This might be it. This might be the cameo Chairs that I was talking to you about, fam. But we gotta see. We'll just have to wait and see. Make some popcorn, make some chips, make some beer. going to be entertaining. Hendrick on the ball. Trying to pass it to Vinny, man. Trying to pass it to Vinny. I think Vinny and Hendrick are playing up front with Cunha playing in the 10. It's a weird formation. It's kind of like Cunha's playing as that third 8-man playing in the Lucas Paqueta position. But I don't know, man. Let me just take a closer look. As it is, he's playing that midfield role. Yeah, Hendrick's playing. Hendrick and Vinny are playing two strikers up front. Yep. Yep. Cunha's playing on the left. Ryan's playing on the right. So it's a 4-4-2 basically. Yep. Ball. Look at these triangles by Japan. And Japan, they're making good, skillful moves here, these Japanese players. Defending very well, intercepting very well. They're working very hard for this win. Brazil putting the pressure on though. Vini on the left. Guimaraes. Gabriel. Back to Guimaraes. Brazil looking confident on the ball, moving forward. Switch it, fam. Switch it. Wrong pass, Gabriel. Cheers, you seeing your defender here, man. The defender making the wrong passes here. What's going on with Gabriel? Maybe he's still traumatized from that penalty, bro. Seeing PTSD here, fam. What's going on here? Cheers. Can Brazil make it? Cross. Oh, what a save there by Zion Suzuki. Like I said, man, the Black Samurai in the keepering position is deadly. Leave my defender alone. He's trying to do Cunha's job. What? What? What you mean, fam, blood? Gabriel. Your man conceded a goal here, fam. What do you mean? He's Arsenal, man, then, bro. My favorite Arsenal fan, blood. Ches might be my favorite Arsenal fan. In fact, he is, blood. Vinny on the ball, blood. Vinny's touches are too hard on the ball. Like his first touch or setting up his movement or setting up his runs are just trash, blood. Man needs to work on his first touch and his second one, setting himself up for that run. Like Vinny, man, pull up to my academy. We will teach you how to joga bonito the ball, but it's too late, blood. You're too old now. Maybe if you were 18, you should have been practicing with the small balls. Pause. But you understand what I'm saying? You should be playing with the small balls to practice your first touch. Who was your technical coach? This is what I ask myself with players with no fudge, with no first touch. Who was your technical coach? Oi! Goal clearance. Is it a goal? No, it's not a goal, fam. How did they not score? How did they not score for real? Cheers, blood. Cross to Japan. Japan on the counter. No, fam, you should have passed this number 15. How did they not score that, fam? We need a replay of that. Zion Suzuki. I told you about this man, them blood. Oh no. Look at that. Slow-mo. Casemiro headers it to the goal, headers it to the defender. Defender headers it to Suzuki. Quick reflexes by the goalkeeper there, man. Outstanding reflexes. Because I don't know how he saw that ball, bro. He probably saw it from his rear end of the eye, the rear view mirror of the eye, kind of like where you see the corner of things. Good Lord, how did they not score that, Cheers? We need to know, fam. We need to know. Gee whiz, man. But yeah, Brazil are putting the pressure on, fam. They're looking for that goal. They could get that goal if they keep the pressure on. Because I don't think Japan can withstand this pressure for too long. Eventually, they will break. Keep the consistency. The Brazil, favela boys. Keep the consistency. Yeah, Carlo probably told these men them in the dressing room to keep the pressure because they will break. But you need to be more clinical. That's probably what he also would have said. Gabriel off the cross. Oh, what a cross. And Casemiro equalizes. Damn, Ches. Yay, man, your defender made a slick cross. Shit, what a cross. And what I tell you, I did say Brazil were going to break this Japanese defense. I told you. I did say that. Ches, you did say that Gabriel was gonna do what Cunha did, and essentially that's what he did. So my bad, fam, my bad. You kept it real, but hey, man, what a cross, blood. Hey, man, Casemiro doing Casemiro things, fam. Good Lord, what a cross. He stays on side. It's very good that he saw him. Hey, Casemiro, fam. Clutch player, fam. Very clutch player. Showing you his levels. Showing you his IQ. Showing you his experience, man, as a 5-time Champions League winner. Man, like Uncle Casemiro, bro. Keeping the Brazilian lives alive, bro. The young boy's crying. Almost saw his life, bro. In the Japanese break. Yeah, it was bound to happen, man. It was bound to happen, man. The samurais have broken. And the favela boys rise again. Now they can relax and go ahead and win this game. They're still gonna lose, though. Come on, Chess. How you gonna be like that, fam? Why you gonna be like that, fam? You saying they're still gonna lose? Come on now, man. Shit. You really want them to lose? You're the one that's hate watching. I ain't hate watching, man. I'm here to be entertained, and this is an entertaining game. But yeah, man, Brazil need one more, and then yeah, it's game over. It's game over. If Japan score in the last minute, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be super crazy. Brazil on the attack. They just intercepted. Ryan. Ooh, great stuff there by Vinny. Cut in, boy. Cut in. Left foot. Right foot. Oh, hits the post. God damn, Vinny. Vinny cooked. Ryan showing up in this game for brilliant pass to Vinny. Vinny with the nutmeg. Where was this energy for Madrid? Hey, man, fake shot, right shot, hits the post. If he had a left foot, he probably would have scored this goal. But Zion Suzuki once again keeping Japan in the game with a brilliant save, hitting it off the post. Listen, man, sensational stuff, man. Very entertaining game. And it's like it's now Brazil that's got the momentum, hitting them on the counter. Because Japan have kind of lost their second gear now and have dropped to first gear. Brazil now kicking into fourth gear. But how long can they maintain it for? Japan on the break. Good physique. Hold up play. Number 10, drop shoulder. Left pass. Oh, I understand what you're trying to do there. Unlucky, man. Lost control from the touch. Ooh, getting goosebumps. Know what I'm saying? Entertaining game, man. Casemiro making sure he stays on side. High IQ stuff from my man Cass. Unk. Hey, Ellison, don't lose the ball there, fam. Japan pressing now. This game hella ain't competitive. This game is hella competitive. Yeah, Ronaldo and Carlos, man, watching over this team, bro. They're in charge of the federation as it is. So you probably got money on this game also because we know how the Brazilians be. No. Extra cashish. You know the thing. That's a handball though. Low key. I remember. FIFA rankings. Brazil 6, Japan 18. All right. Too much, man. Too much. Bruno Guimaraes. Too much, fam. Yeah, but Carlo is smart for making the Hendrick substitution because now they're more exciting going forward. They got a bit of charisma and a swag and energy because they got a certain flair going forward now because of Hendrick. They're more dangerous with Hendrick in their front line. This game is got me so excited. I'm even shadow boxing in the air here. Know what I'm saying? Football, man. Football's not dead yet, man. Football's not dead yet. If we got games like this, football definitely not dead yet. Games like this keep me hot, man. Damn, wasn't concentrating on my phone's battery percent. No stress, cheers. Welcome to the party, fam. Welcome to the party. 61 minutes in, you know how it is, man. It's exciting times in this game, so let's see what happens. Let's see how it unfolds, my G, because it's 1-1 right now, bro. You still want Brazil to lose? Cast of the pass. Brazil creating openings here on the right. Ryan. Good touch there by Ryan. You got a 1-2 situation there. Matias Kenya. Unlucky. It's more about Japan winning for me, man. No beef for Brazil. Man, you just said you were hate watching here, bro. What you mean no beef with Brazil? Yeah, man. Ryan doing his thing there, blood. I don't lie, bro. Bring in Neymar in the 70th minute, he might win the game for Brazil. Not gonna cap. Like this is brewing for a Neymar win in the script. Guilty. Fully, Chess. Fully. I caught you off guard, fam. I caught you, big homie. I know you hate watching that. I know you want Brazil to lose. It's all good, man. You ain't gotta lie. Hey, Japan on the break here. Marquinhos was playing too high up the pitch. Hey! Shooting straight to Ellison. I don't know why he shot the ball from there, bro. You weren't gonna score from there, my G. Must be a young player, bro. He toe potted the fuck out of that ball. Dang. Imagine shooting the ball with your toes. That's when you know you're trying to score, bro. You're really trying to score. 14 shots, 6 on target for Brazil, 5 shots, 2 on target for Japan. Brazil got more possession, 54%. Japan got 35. Yeah, man, Neymar needs to come on this pitch now, man, and kill off this game. Seems like he's looking at openings, looking at the shot selection, looking at the gaps, because this low block is crumbling. With Endrick in the mix and Cunha still on the pitch, who knows how many goals Brazil can score? We'll just have to wait and see. Ryan, who has a phenomenal game, very good player. Pass it down there. Why are you delaying the pass, Bruno Guimaraes? I'm not feeling Bruno, man. Bruno's just been unnecessary this whole game, man. Brazil are knocking on the door. Brazil are knocking on the door. They are knocking. And this Japanese coach cause now stress. Okay, Cunha coming off for Gabriel Martinelli. I don't understand this substitution. Maybe a bit more flair in the in the striker, in the attacking force. I understand the flair and the energy you need from bringing on Gabriel Martinelli, but I don't see him as a clinical player, to be honest with you. Maybe he's saving Neymar for the last 80, for the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We will have to see. Bring on the real ballers. Oh my goodness. I just knew you were gonna say something, Jez. My favorite Arsenal fan, blood. Listen, bro. Gabriel Martinelli ain't a baller. This man is a rotation bench player at best. At best. And I'm being kind, like considering he's won the league. Because before he won the league, I was saying he's trash. I still think he has trash elements in his game. He's not a complete player. The fact that we're in 2026 saying Gabriel Martinelli is a real baller, man, I must be in a different simulation, man. I must be. This ain't the real world, fam. Let's focus on Brazil. Let's not talk about Arsenal right now. Cheers. Ah, shit. All right, play right. Oh shit, man. Come on now. Ryan might be tired. He might be tired. 66 minutes in. It's now or never. I wouldn't say it's now or never, but like, hey, if you want to score, now's the perfect time to score. Brazil. But Chess doesn't want you guys to score. Chess wants you guys to lose. Ryan with the cross doesn't make it to the box. Brazil are actually playing with fire here. They're playing very close to the edge of the other opposition's box. Most of their players are on the other opposition's box. So if Japan hits them on the break, it could be peak. But Japan don't look like a threatening team on the attack, to be fair. Hendrick is doing a lot in the attack, man, creating openings for Brazil. He's a very tenacious player, very good substitution, man. But I believe, what a break, fam. Third quarter is up. The third quarter is up, people. It's not a foul. Hendrick, stop diving, my light D. Don't be diving, dog. Don't be diving. I hope this doesn't go to extra time. I really hope. I'm calling for an early night, fam. I need my sleep, low key. If this goes to extra time, nah, I gotta see Timothy Chalamet on my match break. What the hell does Timothy Chalamet have to do with football? What? Now they're giving me CGI versions of Del Pirlo, Beckham, and Zidane in a freaking Adidas commercial. These oaks are so lazy with the budget. So lazy. Now they have Jude Bellingham in a taxi with Timothy Chalamet. This shit's fucking crazy. Who's Timothy Chalamet? Not Timothy Shallow. Timothy Chalamet. You know who Timothy Chalamet is? Kylie Jenner's boyfriend. That's who Timothy Chalamet is, bro. He's easy. He's the man that plays the character in Dune. If you know Dune, 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 that's Timothy Chalamet. Never heard of him. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. These freaking commercials, Chess, bro. These commercials are unnecessary, bro. Why am I saying this? Like, I don't care about this, blood. Who do you think is winning the World Cup, my G? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, blood. Who do you think is winning the World Cup? I think Spain's gonna win the World Cup. Spain or France? It's between those two teams. Maybe Argentina, but I say Spain and France. England, of course. England, man said England, bro. Man said the Queen's Knights, the Queen's Knights. Hey, listen, man, with that German terrorist in that managerial role for England, I don't see them going far, bro. I really don't see them going far, man. Their man looked very incomplete in their first few games. There's no creative outlet, meaning no Cole Palmer, no Phil Foden, no Jack Grealish. So it's a Harry Kane carry job, legit. Harry Kane is carrying England. There's no other player there that's really of a threat. Spain drew to Cape Verde. France have a dictator. That is true. France do have a dictator, General Mbappe. General Mbappe is, of course, very serious, but the fact that he has Lieutenant Michael Olise next to him and Lieutenant Dembele, next to him, men like General Mbappe will succeed and probably make it to the final. Spain, on the other hand, they got, Lieutenant Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal is the perfect lieutenant to challenge the general, and the dictator that is Mbappe. So never say never to Spain, fam. Just because they drew to Cape Verde, don't make them not a threat. Hey, man, it's getting physical this game now. Coming to the last 21 minutes. And yeah, man, it's been sensation. This is not Barcelona Yamal. Ain't doing shit. Bro, Yamal shows up for Spain. He's won a Euro for Spain. So it's not like he's running off dry numbers for Spain. Man actually plays well for Spain. He's already scored for Spain. So I don't understand what you're saying about not the same as Barcelona. He's even worse when he's playing for Spain. He's got like a different flow, really. When he's playing for Barcelona, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but when he's playing for Spain, bro, it's different. Vinny on the ball. I don't understand why Vinny keeps passing in the box. If you're that clinical, world-class player that you claim to be and that the media claims you to be, why don't you just shoot in the box? Why do you have to try unnecessary outside the foot pass in the fucking box, blood? This is football. When you're in the box, you shoot on goal. Unless there's another player next to you that you can pass to. Other than that, 1-1 knockout stage game. Where is Vinny? Where is he? I don't see him. The guy plays for Madrid, which automatically makes him world class. That's the thing. That's the thing. He's world class because he plays for Madrid. That's the thing about footballers, bro. They don't think about the performances. It's the performances that make you world class. Name me one world class performance by Vinicius Jr. that you remember from the last 5 years or 2 years. One game that makes you remember the name Vinicius Jr. You can't give me that. You can't give me that game, man. Because this guy is not a world-class player. He is a very well marketable player who fits the frame and quote world class because he's very good and very marketable. Like he's very marketably good. Like his marketing team and his PR is very good for him to be considered world class when he's not even actually performance wise and skillful wise, not performance at all. Man is hella limited in a lot of aspects of his game. He's not the perfect player, nor is he the complete player. Being world class means that you can also play in any era of football. I don't see Vinny playing in any era of football, to be fair with you, bro. Nani from Portugal, Manchester United is better than Vinny. Riyad Mahrez, my guy, is better than Vinny, my guy. There's too many players I can mention who are better than Vinny. Like, there's too many. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, blood, on his prime, is more effective than Vinicius Jr. And you would know Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in his prime, Jez, man of culture. Being the Arsenal fan that you are, my G, you would understand that Aubameyang, he was something else when he was in his prime. There's too many average players from back in the day in the 2000s that are better than Vinicius Jr. Way too many. Too many. You talking like you wouldn't take Vinicius Jr. today at Man United? No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't want him for what we're trying to do in United. Like he kind of ruins the dressing room if he comes to my team, to be fair, because an ego like Vinny is something we don't need in our dressing room. And plus, he wouldn't make it to my team because we're running on a strict wage bill and a wage budget. So a man like Vinicius Jr., we were not gonna give 300 mil to, especially from last season. Why would I have him on my team from last season? Low key, I wouldn't have him on my team from last season. So we are good, man. I'm good. We are good. I don't need Vinny on my team. Maybe you need him on your team, but not on my team. Because you need wingers. Arsenal need wingers. So maybe it's best that he plays for your team, Jess. Not my team, though. We can stay far away from United. You can stay in that mess of Madrid, blood. Chest. Martinelli. You see, look at Martinelli, bro. You see that? Did you see that, Chess? That's your player. That's your baller. Kicking the ball out wide here, blood. Trying to do a half volley like it's James Rodriguez. Yeah, shit. Gabriel Martinelli. Jokes. Man's got jokes. Japan making a triple substitution. Hey, yo, that volley's tough, bro. I was... Man giving excuses for Martinelli, Chess. Don't give excuses for this guy, man. This guy on like he's so inconsistent in the attack, and he made like his stats were probably like on 5 or 6 goals this season. Last season, I mean. So let's not talk about Martinelli like he's a world class goal scorer. This baller, he ain't that baller that you think he is, Chase. Let's be real, fam. Man is a rotation bench player at best, fam. Let's just keep it real. If he is this real baller that you say is, where was he in the Champions League final, my brother? Where was he there? He was in the losing team. That's where he was, fam. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? Game's kind of slowed down a bit. We need some Neymar magic to lighten the game up a bit right now. Carlo Ancelotti better bring him on the last 10 minutes, eh? Or, ooh, foul ref. Ref, ain't that no foul? You know how it is, Chess. You know how it is, my G. You know how it is, my dog. Hey, Japan, man, playing the possession played now from the back. Men actually have good technical ability to move the ball as quick as they do, but it's kind of like they're slowing down momentum, almost as if they're getting tired now. But they're still playing their hearts out. But they're not making passes complete like they did in the first half because their energy levels might be down. Yeah, if you want to bring on Neymar, now's the time, man. Whilst these players are tired and whilst they're sleeping, not being concentrating, this is the perfect time to bring on my G. Can Carlo Ancelotti pull the trigger? Will he pull the trigger? Because I can see a Neymar winner. I can smell it brewing close. Bruno Guimaraes making the run over there. Marquinhos didn't see the run. I don't even think he had the IQ to even make the pass, to be fair with you. So far, they just playing as if they're winning the game. And it's a draw scenario, but they're being patient, as they should. Carlo Ancelotti is notorious for creating patient build-ups, so um, he's worked with Vinny before, but Vinny seems to be doing his own thing, as he always does. This man is not a high IQ team player. He relies a lot on his athleticism, Vinicius Jr. So as he should, because he's a very gifted athlete, but he should work. His technical basic plateau is very low. This Brazilian team is now just crossing for the sake of crossing. There's no pinpoint accuracy in their crosses. Maybe they don't have the player to do those crosses. That's probably what it is. But Guimaraes um, is dying out there in the midfield. Almost seems like he's losing a bit of steam, but he can run for another 120 minutes. That's why keeping him on the pitch is ideal. But taking off Matis Cunha was a bit too early, honestly. Very early bringing on Gabriel Martinelli, out of all players, who hasn't created anything. Damn near had a shot and a chance, but it wasn't even on target. I would have known and would have hoped that if Matis Cunha shot that ball, it was at least going on target, but we're dealing with an Arsenal player here. So, and as you can see, Gabriel Martinelli, Jez, cannot cross the ball in the box to find his strikers. Your real baller, as you would say, is flopping out there, fam. What do you have to say, Jez? What do you have to say? Cap. Oh, you killed me, Jez, man. You killed me, fam. Hey, man. That's you don't want to say anything, but you say I'm lying, bro. You say I'm capping. I ain't capping, big home. I can't. How am I capping, my G? Your man is as Mr. Shot, is not completing any of his passes low key, and he's not creating any chances. So ain't nothing happened, big brother. Ain't nothing happened. That's a foul, big buddy. Yellow card there. That's a foul, bro. Dangerous tackle in the dying ends of the minutes, blood. You can't make tackles like this in the 83rd minute at the edge of the box like this. Come on now, Samurai. We know you want to show off your samurai skills, but hey, have some discipline, fella. Because you should have went for the ball. You didn't go for the ball, big fella. You just didn't. Let's see how Brazil does with this free kick, man. So far, their set pieces have been overwhelming. Let's see if the dying ends of the minutes they can find a breakthrough. So far, no Neymar. We shall see how Zion Suzuki handles this situation here. Oh, that was a horrible free kick, man. I see what Ryan was trying to do, but then again, like you can't go for power. You have to go for precision and accuracy. Where does precision and accuracy comes from? It comes from pure technique. Men them don't train free kicks in the training ground anymore. That's why there's no technique. Men just go for full power. Because I'm legit seeing the same free kick every other game in this tournament. It's disappointing. Messi's like the only one that's got technique. That's why he was able to hit it hard and low underneath the wall. Because man has got technique. Pass it. Pass it. Vinny, thank you. You should have passed it earlier, fam. Because now Gimres doesn't know how to use his left foot. See, if Vinny had IQ, he would have seen the openings and the space his teammates is creating so that they can have an opportunity to score a goal. Look at Gabriel Martinelli. Cheers. The only highlight of Gabriel Martinelli is him on the ground, holding his eye, catching it elbowed, because he's catching hands. He's not catching numbers or stats. He's catching elbows. He's getting beaten up, Cheers. Not Matis Cunha. Matis Cunha would never be in the situation, Ches. Yeah, referee's telling him, get up, bro. Stop fucking around and get up. That's what referee's telling him. Carlo must be waiting on extra time. Because I don't understand why he doesn't want to bring on Neymar right now. Bro, leave my players alone. You got fouled. Got fouled, fam. Alright, cool. He ain't doing anything but getting fouled. Yeah, bro. Cheers. Brazil on the counter. Endrick passing to Gabriel. Gabriel can't reach the ball. '87th minute in. No golden goal, bro. We got two 15-minute period extra time. Would have been crazy if there was golden goal. Would have been actually nice and entertaining if there was golden goal. No lie. One goal in the whole game. So swag, blah, but that's the rules. That's how the rules used to be back in the day. Can you imagine how they were cooking the books? It's crazy. Damn, man just pushed Ryan like he was just food. Coming into the last 3 minutes, let's see what happens. Crossed by Brazil. Vinny with the shot. Vinny's got no fake shot in his bag, blood. He needs a fake shot in his arsenal if he wants to, score more goals with a curved right-footed shot. He needs to do the fake shot and have some sort of technique to take away himself from defenders to create enough necessary space to hit and whip it in with the right foot. But no, whoever his skill coach is in Madrid, they ain't coaching that in his repertoire. Because look at him, he's got the ball again. Look, he's driving into the right. Driving to the right, blood. But you see, because he's got no left foot, he's just relying on his athleticism. He's got no drop shoulder. He's got no skillful technique. Loses the ball and relies on his athleticism to win the ball back. Listen, I understand football. I understand football, man. I know these players, blood. I know how these players move, blood. Vinny's got the ball again. He's gonna cross it. Nowhere to be seen because he's got no technique crossing it in the box. I know this guy, blood. I know him from the back of my head. Why would I want him in United? Why would I want this guy United, man? He's like a final version, he's like a final form of Rashford, blood. That's what he is. God damn, the Japanese player just took out my player. Crazy if Japan score in this final minute, blood. It's crazy if they score. Japan on the ball. This is definitely going to extra time. Or did Japan have something in the mix? Damn, Casemiro's down. My man has pulled something. That's not going to be good for the next game. Yeah, he's definitely pulled a muscle. Fabinho. So they've made Hendrick substitution. They made the Gabriel Martinelli substitution. So this will be the third substitution. So those still have enough substitutions to sub on Neymar. Question is when? When will they bring on Neymar? Yeah, Casemiro's gonna come off the pitch for pulled muscle injury probably. Probably a groin injury. It looks like a groin. He's touching his groin, so it must be a groin injury. What injury you think it is, Ches? It's probably a groin injury. Definitely is a groin injury. Yeah, Cass will be missed, man. Let's see how Fabinho carries that midfield. It's been a while since I've seen him play. Last time I saw him play was playing for Liverpool. Ryan for pass to Hendrick. Hendrick with the ball. Ah, yo, I got the bounce, but enjoy the Brazil loss. Shout out, cheers. Enjoy the night, my brother. Thank you for pulling up. Like and subscribe, my brother. Like and subscribe. Corner for Brazil. 6 corners to 2. We'll have to see how this works right now. Yeah, that was a horrible corner. Trash corner, bro. It's not necessarily a tight game. Like it's anyone's game at this point. But Brazil just look more enthusiastic. They look more ambitious. Pass, touch, pass, touch. Yeah, Brazil are controlling the game right now, but they need the goal right now. 2 minutes left. Hendrick with the first touch lacking. Ryan wins the ball back. Bruno Ramirez. Oh, pass! Martinelli wins the game. Martinelli wins the game. Oh my goodness. I've been talking shit this whole time and this man them just scores. Nah, I had to come back real quick to shove this in your face. Oh my goodness, cheers. Oh man. Why you wanna make a U-turn and come back and spread this in my face, fam? I still think it's trash, but hey, he's won the game for his country. Low key. What a comeback for Brazil, and they have won the game. Thank God this is not going extra time. Oh my goodness, Ches. Is he onside? Yes, he is onside. What a goal, man. What a goal. Shout out. Congratulations to Martinelli, man. God knows you won't score another goal bigger than this. But hey, man. He's won the game for Brazil. Scrapping the game, man. Good Lord, man. That's game over. That's practically the golden goal, man. And this is the genius of Carlo Ancelotti, man, knowing the substitutions that he should make. He was saving Neymar for definitely for extra time, brother. That's what he was definitely saving Neymar for. And Neymar wasn't needed in a game like this. Neymar can work on his fitness for later on, for the later stages, because they're gonna need him. You know, and now that Casemiro might be injured, Fabiano, is he a perfect replacement? We just will have to see, but it's game over. It's essentially game over right now. Brazil 2, Japan 1. Oh, this guy Ches, man. Made my night, bro. Low key. Yeah, Neymar doesn't need to play now. Neymar doesn't really need to touch the ball. He can just relax, gain some rest and recovery, work on his fitness and training, build more chemistry and training with the boys. Yeah, that's essentially it, man. Like Brazil are making it through to another round of 16. Yeah, man. Congratulations to Brazil. Yeah, it's not the watch. It's not the hate watch that you were hoping for, was it, Ches? Yeah, man. Carlo Ancelotti using his experience to pressurize team and squeeze them out and win the game. And like Neymar, man, he's chilling. He's really chilling. He ain't had to do much, bro. Knowing that the tactics and the system would work out on itself, and Carlo trusting his intuition and making the substitutions he made, bringing on Endrick, bringing on Gabriel Martinelli. He essentially knew that that would be enough flair to cause problems in the Japanese defense. And it's brilliant, a brilliant coaching class by Carlo Ancelotti. Because Endrick wins the ball back over there. Bruno Guimaraes gives it to Martinelli. Martinelli finishes it off. So these are all by Carlo Ancelotti's tactics and substitutions. And yeah, bro, this is. I would love to see how he continues on with this tactic and managerial performance in the international stage because he's cracked international. He's definitely cracked it, but not in the way that we had hoped. Like he's not gonna give entertaining football because he just doesn't have the players. So he's just gonna give you a systematic base football that makes them very hard to beat because they just keep pressure on you. They're a team that just keeps pressure whilst being patient. So keeping pressure whilst being patient is a different ball game than just keeping unnecessary pressure and just um, draining the energy of your team. Because that's what's happening with Japan. They essentially lost energy in the last few minutes. And now, Brazil are through to the round of 16. Ronaldo and them watching this on like this is natural. Should be natural for Brazil. Man should make it to a final. Brazil are the team that are supposed to make it into every final, if we're being fair. They always have a chance because they're Brazil to win the World Cup, low key, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I just don't think they have enough quality to break any strong, powerful team. I doubt Japan equalize. What's the Japanese coach doing on the pitch? Yeah? He hating. And yes, Brazil make it to the next round of 16. Credit to a Gabriel Martinelli win. What a performance. You know what it is, yeah. Carlo Ancelotti just showing his experience with the substitution. I've explained it before, and it's just experience, man. Man has brought tears to the Japanese, bro. Low key. Neymar hasn't even had to touch the ball. Man knows this is just business, and Carlo Ancelotti probably told him, listen, I would have brought you in extra time. We didn't need extra time because I made the right substitutions either way, and now I've made Japanese tears. The samurai tears. Caucasian. Samurai tears. And he's sipping on that Kool-Aid, fam. He's sipping on samurai tears, blood. And he is outclassed Japan by pure tactics. We're gonna make a match reaction and a match short. And yeah, people, shout out for everyone pulling up to the live. You already know how it is. Like and subscribe. It's good karma. And until next time, people, this is the Reclusive Artist. I'm out.